You follow me? I hope it don't get to the point where we got to drag the city into court for discrimination against us because they never thought we were finished and we done. You know what I'm saying? And I got to thank y'all for that because y'all.
This is my theory. Like I said, I'm gonna put it out there. This is the way Umar is going to be able to extend this school finesse for another 5 to 10 years. He knows this school is not up to code. Like I said, he knows that this school is not up to code. It's not going to pass inspection. I mean, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope it does pass, but I doubt it. Just from the videos that I've seen of the school, that school is no way in the world is going to pass inspection. So what Umar is going to do is try to switch it like the city is against them. They're coming against them. I made that video, I believe it was June or July 10th of 2024. Fast forward to present day. Today is August 13th, 2025. And it looks like what I said a little over a year ago is definitely taking shape and coming to pass. We're about to get into the latest clip from Umar Johnson that he actually posted yesterday on his Instagram. It's now taken down. It was only up for maybe a few hours. And actually, when he posted the video initially, he had the comments. You couldn't even comment on the video. So let's get into this clip. Again, it is a little long. I skipped the first 5 minutes of the video because basically it was just him shouting out his tour dates and shouting out random states and nonsense. So I just want to get to the meat and potatoes. But with that being said, let's get to the clip.
Special announcement. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Brothers and sisters, we are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifatunde. We are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifatunde. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We still haven't got our refund. We still haven't got our refund. We still haven't got our refund. So, not only are the accounts frozen, make sure y'all hit my Venmo and my PayPal. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or tap my Venmo. Text me for the links to donate to FDMG. Text me for the links to support Dr. Umar. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858.
Let's just pause it right there briefly. I want to touch on 2 quick points. Be mindful of the psychological manipulation Umar is trying to use here, talking about warfare. We're fighting a war here, brothers and sisters. There's no war here. He's a scammer. He's a scam artist. And for the past 10, 15 years, he's been collecting donations from the school, and everything is finally starting to catch up with him here in 2025. This is no war. Umar Johnson brought this literally on himself. Secondly, it's a shame that this guy is still trying to act like his bank accounts are frozen and he still has no clue of what's going on. And he has about 6, 7, 8 degrees, according to him, and he's online begging you to donate personally to him. Can he do some 1099 school psychologist work? There should be something out here she be able to do with all these degrees to be able to generate some income while these bank accounts are allegedly frozen.
On August the 5th, brothers and sisters, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a notice to auction off the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy campus for unpaid vacant property registration fees. I repeat, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this. We were not notified of.
I gotta pause right there because here he goes. This is a common theme with Umar Johnson. It's never his fault, never any accountability. No one can ever reach this man. Well, maybe it's because you never answer your phone. Don't he always tell people to text him? He never probably answers the phone. Same story he told us with the bank accounts that no one supposedly contacted. The bank account that he's been with since he was a teenager and had his first job, they froze both of his personal and business account, but no one reached out. Here we have it here again. When the school got vandalized and broken into, no one reached out. Now he's saying the city of Wilmington. If you haven't seen the previous video where we exposed how Umar Johnson owes $40,000, mostly most of that cost is from vacant property fees that he has not paid over several years. Now he's saying that the city of Wilmington never contacted him and he knows nothing about it, allegedly. I just want y'all to keep in mind this is a common theme with Umar that supposedly you have several different scenarios here, but yet he's never contacted by anyone.
Of this past weekend, without an email, this past weekend, without a letter in the mail, this past weekend, without a phone call, the city of Wilmington put a notice on the door handle of both of our schools, informing me that if we don't pay the past due vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities by the 25th of Black August, they will sell our campus. Brothers and sisters, can I ask you a question? Why were we not notified that they were going to try to sell our campus? Brothers and sisters, why are they trying to sell our campus at the very moment that our accounts are frozen? Brothers and sisters, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that the city of Wilmington is trying to sell properties that we own and have been working on continuously behind our backs? They were going to sell our schools behind our backs. They didn't even tell us that they were going to try to sell our schools. We received no notice in the mail. We received no notice by email. We received no phone calls at all that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door handle. Somebody stole one set of notifications and sent it to the YouTubian struggle streamers. Somebody stole the Frederick Douglass High School paperwork off the front door and sent it to the struggle streamers.
Well, maybe if the building wasn't abandoned for 7 years and you actually did what you were supposed to do with the actual funds, you would have an actual mailbox or a drop box where they could have put it into and you could have got it safely without it being stolen. But I mean, the doors are boarded up. Where else are they going to put it at, man? This is a school in a low income, impoverished area in Wilmington, Delaware. I mean, like he's acting like he has no common sense here. Just like when the school got broken into, you got home and he gets upset about the trash and the filth inside the school. Come on, guy. You knew what you was getting into when you purchased those abandoned buildings.
But luckily for us, Sister Ra Ebony was able to get the paperwork off the Marcus Garvey School before the haters stole that paperwork. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe that they were going to sell the school and they wanted to sell the school before we found out. I believe that they wanted to sell the school before.
Listen very closely to what he's saying. Again, I've always said with Umar Johnson, if you let him talk long enough, he tells on himself. Just I want you to keep in mind what he's saying here. He had no clue about these debts that were owed allegedly. He had no clue, and he did not find out until one of his supporters grabbed documentation off the school and brought it to his attention.
we found out. We were not supposed to know that they were going to sell our school. Why do I say that? We were given no notification. We received no letter in the mail. We received no email. We received no phone call that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door. In a low-income neighborhood, they put a notice on the door with rubber band and masking tape. They put a notice on the school front door with a rubber band and masking tape. Brothers and sisters, it gets worse. Back in April, when I found out about the overdue vacant property registration fees, I had asked.
So we did know about these fees that were accumulating since April of this year.
The city of Wilmington if they could retroactively apply our nonprofit waiver. According to the nonprofit waiver for the city of Wilmington, if you are a nonprofit organization, they will waive your vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If you are a nonprofit organization in the city of Wilmington, they will waive your nonprofit vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If they would have applied our nonprofit vacant property registration waiver, we would owe absolutely nothing. We would owe absolutely nothing. We would owe absolutely nothing. But I asked them, and they ignored my emails for 4 months. They ignored my phone calls for 4 months. They ignored our emails for 4 months. They ignored our phone calls for 4 months. And instead, the first time I hear from them since April, the first time I hear from them since contacting them April, asking them to apply our vacant property registration fee waiver to the past 4 years so we would owe absolutely nothing, they ignored me since April.
You know what this sounds like? If you've been following Umar Johnson for some time, remember when he first started the school and he didn't have his nonprofit set up correctly and the school owed all those back taxes, and did he try to blame the white lawyer? Let me know in the comments below if you remember that. When Umar Johnson got to school, he didn't have the proper nonprofit status or 501c set up correctly, and the school wound up incurring a lot of back taxes that the donors ultimately had to pay for. And then Umar Johnson tried to blame the white lawyer. Same scenario you have here. He just told you that he was aware of these vacant property fees in April, and he tried to make contact and no one said anything. So why didn't he go in person? Why didn't he press the issue? Did he just think that these fines were going to magically disappear just because someone didn't answer an email or a phone call? How come he didn't use his social media presence? Umar Johnson always tells us he has 67 million views a month. How come you did not put the city of Wilmington on blast and say, hey, I've asked about our nonprofit status that gives us a benefit or a perk of being waived from these vacant fees for 4 years. I've been calling, I've been texting, I've been emailing. Here's the proof. Why not post that on social media and put some pressure on Wilmington? Again, because he never contacted these people, and I'm sure they were sending him letters. I'm sure they were reaching out to him, and he in his disorganized fashion, because he's always every other weekend he's in another state or another country somewhere, probably put it on the back burner, just like when he told us that the bank was going to call last Friday, and then he got up there in the Newark lecture and said, oh, I was too busy to answer the phone on Friday for the bank, I forgot about it, so I got to follow up with them on Monday. But he wants everybody to feel so bad about these bank accounts being frozen. You have to really see that this guy is sitting up here on camera and lying with a straight face. No issue, no hesitation at all. This is the type of animal you're dealing with here, man. This dude is sick. This dude is really sick.
They ignored me since April. No phone call, no email, nothing in the postal mail since April. And the first thing we find out, the first time we hear from them since April, is a letter on the front door of the school affixed with a rubber band and masking tape. A rubber band and masking tape.
Just want to pause it really quick and just give us a quick refresh. Like I said, I'm gonna put it out there. This is the way Umar is going to be able to extend this school finesse for another 5 to 10 years. He knows this school is not up to code. Like I said, he knows that this school is not up to code. It's not going to pass inspection. I mean, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope it does pass, but I doubt it. Just from the videos that I've seen of the school, that school is no way in the world it's going to pass inspection. So what Umar is going to do is try to switch it like the city is against them. They're coming against them. July 10th of last year, June to July 10th, 2024, I made that video.
Brothers and sisters, giving us 20 days to pay these back taxes. We already paid $30,000 for water that we don't even use. We just paid $30,000 to the city of Wilmington for water that we don't even use. And now we got to pay another $30,000 for vacant property registration fees that we shouldn't even owe because we should have a waiver. We should have a waiver. We should have a waiver. And it gets worse, brothers and sisters. It gets worse because they are raising the vacant property registration fee. They are raising the vacant property registration fee this fall from $5,000 a year to $12,000 a year. I'm going to say it again. They are raising the vacant property registration fee this fall from $5,000 a year to $12,000 a year.
Let me pause it right there. I actually did a video where I pulled up the Wilmington, Delaware vacant property fees. And like I can't recall offhand, but I believe after 5 years, it's either $5,000 or $10,000 a year. And then for every year after 5 years, it's an additional $500. So I don't know. He may be, I think he's incorrect. I think it's 10. I think the number was 10,000. So that jumped from, so really they're raising it from 10,000 to 12,000 now. If I'm corrected, I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check out that video where they have the actual fees. But regardless, he knew about these fees. He claimed since April, but I'm sure it was long before that, and he still did nothing about it. And now that we're a week and a half out from them taking the properties, now he wants all his supporters to rally around him. This man has no business sense. It's just an absolute shame that all these millions of dollars collected, and this brother going to say he don't got 40 grand to pay this off.
Brothers and sisters, I want y'all to get ready for a protest. I want all FDMG donors and supporters to get ready for a protest. We may have to march on City Hall, brothers and sisters. We may have to march on City Hall because of the racism.
Martin Luther King had the I Had a Dream speech. Now Umar is going to march down to Wilmington and give a I Have a Scam speech. Lord.
I'm going to call it what it is, racism. Discriminatory treatment. Why did we get no notification that y'all were going to sell our schools? Why did you not respond to any of our emails to retroactively apply our vacant property registration fee waiver? I knew they didn't want Dr. Umar in Wilmington. I didn't know it was this bad. I knew that the power structure, I'm not talking about the brothers and sisters in the community. They love us. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. They love Dr. Umar and FDMG. I'm talking about the power structure of Wilmington, Delaware. We knew they didn't want us in that city, but we didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far as to ignore.
How is it trying to sell the school behind your backs if you already admitted to us that you knew in April about these fees and the fees were not satisfied, you did not pay them, and just because if we just take your word on it, which is very questionable, but they didn't respond to a phone call or email, you thought this stuff was just going to vanish away. That's not selling it behind your back. If you owe $40,000, and this has been going on for years, you've had those schools since 2019. This is years. This is not just something that happened over the course of the last 6 months. Like, he's trying to make it seem like this just all of a sudden, popped up out of nowhere. This is years and years and years and years and years of non-payment. February of 2026 would be 7 years he's had these buildings, ladies and gentlemen. So this is not like, again, we have some people who are more well versed in this Umar scam, and we have new people that are just learning. So understand, this is 7 years almost of unpaid fees. So this is not them just trying to come in and it's white supremacy and it's the white man trying to sabotage him. This is not that at all. This is Umar's incompetence. Nothing more, nothing less.
Us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far. To ignore us for 4 months and try to sell our schools that we've been working on for 6.5 years behind our backs. So brothers and sisters, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fight like hell to get our money from the bank. We're going to pay off this vacant property registration fee waiver. And we might still have a protest at City Hall because this is wrong, brothers and sisters. I have emailed the mayor. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the chief of staff. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the city council president. I have gotten no response. So brothers and sisters, I'm going to meet with my team and we're going to decide if we're going to go ahead and have this protest. And it ain't going to be one. We're going to do multiple protests. And we're going to invite our donors and supporters from across the state of Delaware, our donors and supporters across the United States, and our donors and supporters across the entire planet. We may have to march on Delaware to let them know that you don't treat black people like this. Because if I was white, I wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Asian, we wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Arab, we wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Jewish, we wouldn't have been treated like this. But we were treated like this because we were black. How dare you ignore us for 4 months and then put a sign on our door without even telling us that you're going to sell our property?
Instead of him saying, how dare allegedly the city of Wilmington ignore him for 4 months, how dare Umar ignore these vacant properties fees for 6.5 years? That's the real question. You ignored this for 6.5 years. That's why you're in the situation where you're about to lose this school. And honestly, he probably doesn't care because, again, this is all a setup to restart this school scam. Once he loses this building, remember, go back to the video that I did 2 or 3 days ago from that Jersey lecture where he was asking people in the audience for a smaller school. He says now he doesn't want a big castle after wasting 400,000 or 500,000 on them 2 big abandoned buildings that need 7 figures in work to bring them up to code. Now he's asking people at this past lecture on I think it was the 8th or 9th, he wants a smaller school. That's what you should have started with in the beginning. But again, this is all part of the scam. This is all part of a finesse. And now it'll be another 10 to 15 years. He'll be trying to run the same play. And by that time, I mean, he's already in his 50s. So another 15 years, what that put him at? Almost 70 something years old, 60, 65, 70. Come on, man.
Brothers and sisters, why didn't we receive a certified letter? Why didn't we receive a certified letter? Why didn't we receive an email? Why didn't we receive a phone call? Oh, we not going to quit. We not going to give in. The only thing left on the elementary school is to lay down the tile. We're going to lay down this tile and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile. And
I'm so tired of hearing about this goddamn tile, man. This dude has been talking about tile for a year plus. Somebody come lay some tile for this man.
we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. And if we have trouble getting our inspection and certificate of occupancy, we will have to march. We will have to march. We might march anyway, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We're not giving up, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We need y'all to call the mayor of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the mayor's chief of staff in Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the city council president of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the commissioner of license and inspections of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the vacant property office of Wilmington, Delaware, and demand that those unjust fees be removed from our account. Let them know that you are a donor of FDMG. Let them know you are a supporter of FDMG. And let them know that if this situation is not rectified, we will march on the city and we will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware. We will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware for racism and discriminatory treatment. If you need to reach me, 215-989-9858, text message only. 215-989-9858, text message only. 215-989-9858, text message only. This is your brother, Dr. Umar Tunde, letting you know that I'm still standing for black people. I'm still riding for black boys, and we will open the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. No racism from the city of Wilmington will stop us. No sabotage from the city of Wilmington will stop us. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the mayor. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the mayor's chief of staff. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the commissioner for license and inspections. Tomorrow morning, call the city council president of Wilmington and ask them, why was Dr. Umar in FDMG ignored for 4 months when he was trying to rectify this problem? Why was Dr. Umar in FDMG Academy ignored for 4 months while he was trying to rectify this problem? Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. We will not retroactively apply your vacant property registration fee waiver. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. But instead of responding to me the first week of April, instead of responding to me the first week of April, instead of responding to me the first week of April, they ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend. They ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend saying we're going to sell these schools if you don't pay our money. We're not going to email you. We're not going to send you a letter in the mail. We're not going to call you. We're going to put a letter on your door that somebody can take and run off with, as somebody did. They took the letter off the high school and sent it to YouTube, the struggle streamers. What if they took the letter off the elementary school? What if they took the letter off the elementary school? What if they took the letter off the elementary school? Brothers and sisters, we need your donation so we can pay this bill. They say we owe $20,000 on the elementary school. They say we owe $20,000 on the high school. They say we owe approximately $20,000 on the elementary school. They say we owe approximately $20,000 on the high school. Our accounts are frozen. Our accounts are frozen. Our accounts are frozen. We need y'all to help us pay this bill. We're going to fight like hell to get our accounts freed up. We're going to fight like hell to get our accounts freed up.
Fight like hell to get their accounts freed up. But when you were expecting a call, you were too busy to answer. Talk about priorities.
But if we don't, y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. Y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. Y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. You don't have to root for me, brother. I don't need you. I got more than enough supporters. But I want everybody to know that there might be a protest soon. We need you to come in from Africa, from Europe, from Australia, from Canada, to come in from all the 50 states and show the city of Wilmington, Delaware. You will not disrespect black people. You will not sabotage black people. You will not discriminate against black people. And you will not try to steal property from black people. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Tunde, standing strong, Leo season. We will not quit. We will not abdicate. We will not equivocate. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Garveyism to get back. Pan-Africanism to perish. See you in Nat Turner land. See you in New Orleans. See you in Hattiesburg. See you in Mobile, Alabama. This is your brother, King Kong Consciousness. I love you too. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
15 years, several $1 million in donation money raised. And here we are in 2025, August, and he don't have $40,000 to come up with the school money. One thing that he mentioned towards the end of the video, he talked about how he wants his supporters to call up the mayor, call up the vacant properties office, call all these offices in the city of Wilmington, right? Why didn't he think of this idea in April when allegedly he made multiple phone calls and emails and no one answered? How come he didn't take to a social media platform of over 1 million followers and almost 70 million views a month and expose this long before a week and a half before the school is going to be taken? I'll leave you with this.
I hope it don't get to the point where we got to drag the city into court for discrimination against us because they never thought we would finish and we done. You know what I'm saying? And I got to thank y'all for that because y'all.
This is my theory. Like I said, I'm gonna put it out there. This is the way Umar is going to be able to extend this school finesse for another 5 to 10 years. He knows this school is not up to code. Like I said, he knows that this school is not up to code. It's not going to pass inspection. I mean, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope it does pass, but I doubt it. Just from the videos that I've seen of the school, that school is no way in the world it's going to pass inspection. So what Umar is going to do is try to switch it like the city is against them. They're coming against them.